Good evening. Welcome to Soundtracks with Birdman. Tonight, I am answering the challenge from across the pond from Sir Ian to do the throwdown for the Jerry Goldsmith challenge. The challenge is thus. Your entire Goldsmith collection on CD or LP. I did not pull out the cassettes, so I'm a slacker. My qualification for a Goldsmith CD is it either has to be a Jerry Goldsmith film score. It either has to be a compilation with Jerry Goldsmith on it. He has to be at least 50% of the album, or it has to be an album conducted by Jerry Goldsmith. So those are my ground rules for tonight. I will start with what I could not find, what is missing, which troubles me most greatly. Gremlins, Satan Bug, my Rambo 2 2-disc set from Entrada. I can't find that. My original printing of Total Recall from Verseraban, I can't find that. Angie and QBVII, I cannot find that either. So I don't know where they are. But if you do, leave a comment below and tell me where they're at, because I would like to have them back. I'll welcome the chat real fast. Sir Ian dropped in, said he is real tired tonight, but he'll catch up with us later. Big Al's in the house. Whoop, whoop, highlight. Big Al's in the house. Hello, kind sir. Retro Reels is here. Hello, Retro. How are you? Go Team Ghost Planet Go is here. And Retro, how do I lose so much? I don't know. But I know I had Gremlins out in December because I did a rewatch of Gremlins. It was upon this very table right here. Now it's not here. It's not there. It's not there. And it's not there. And I know I had the Satan Bug like over a year ago. And I know I had Rambo 2 2-disc set. And I know I had the original Total Recall, and I had Angie, and I had QBV22. I don't know where they're at. I don't know how I lose them. Moving on to happier things. Hello, Andrew. How are you? Did you get that job? I haven't heard. I hope you got that job. So let's dive into the Goldsmith LPs, because that's the smallest stack that I have. And then we'll hit the CDs. And yes, Gremlins are causing problems again. They are Big Al. Any guess as to how many Goldsmith CDs I have? Put the number below, and we'll see who's closest. First off, from Mondo Records, The Omen. Isn't that creepy? The Burbs. I have this on LP because I don't want to drop 3 figures on the CD. Logan's Run. Yes, I kind of mostly bought this for the creepy ass artwork, because the CD would be a lot cheaper. Rudy. Gremlins 2. Not the CD. Wind and the Lion. This is awesome score. If y'all haven't listened to this, you're really missing out. MacArthur on LP. Recent purchase, Leviathan. Total Recall. This is 3 LPs right here. Star Trek Nemesis. And Wind and the Lion. It's not the same one. I just have to. All right, those are the LPs. Cool, you passed the second. Excellent. Big Al says 74. Retro says 50 CDs and 20 LPs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 LPs. I have 11 LPs. I have a hell of a lot more than 50 CDs, though, Retro. Hello, David. How are you? Hope you're doing well tonight. Okay, so we've already covered the CDs I can't find. So let's just jump in, no particular order. First Blood, Rambo 2. This is who released this? Silver Screen or something like that. And it's a single disc set. And Rambo 3 from Entrada. DirecTV had a movie soundtrack challenge? Really? I'll have to check that out. David's placing a large order for some CDs. Well, I just bought a large item off eBay because I put in a bid and I was like, I'm not going to get it. So let's just bid on it. And son of a bitch, I did not get outbid. So I have a case of the multiverse. Maybe so. Maybe I do have a case of the multiverse. Okay. The Omen, the Essential Jerry Goldsmith Film Music Collection. Double CD, 28 tracks. This just got a whole bunch of stuff on here. One thing that is interesting is it's got like a MacArthur Patton suite, which is kind of cool. I think I got this in like a lot of CDs I got off eBay. David, I'm not sure it's a happy news for winning the bid because this is going to go for like a lot more. So I'll just like, and nope, not tonight. I've got The Ransom, and this also includes selections from the Chairman. So do you count this as 2 or do you count this as 1? I count it as 1. So. Deep Rising, I think this movie came out in the late 90s. I think. Never saw the movie. Is it any good? Anyone seen it? Planet of the Apes with like 11 tracks on it. Okay. The film music of Jerry Goldsmith. Wild Rovers and the Great Train Robbery. So again, do you count this as 1 or do you count it as 2? I count it as 1 title. Hour of the Gun. Jerry Goldsmith did a lot of Westerns back in the day, and they're all quite good. Yeah, the remastered Legend that came out last fall. Deep Rising is a fun movie. Okay, what's it about? Star Trek First Contact. This is the expanded edition. Poltergeist 2. This is the expanded 2-disc set. Take a Hard Ride, Jerry Goldsmith. This was gifted to me from Sir Ian. He sent that to me. It was very nice. I love the score. It's a really nice score. Boys from Brazil. I love this score. Haven't seen the film, but film score is definitely worth checking out. One of my favorite Goldsmiths, The Russia House. This is the expanded edition that came out, what, last fall, winter, something like that. Oh, it's aliens on a cruise ship. Okay, you sold me. You sold me. I'm going to watch Deep Rising now. Okay, this is a new series that's coming out from La La Land. It's Goldsmith at 20th Century Fox. There's 4 volumes so far. I only have 3 of them. But it's 2 films, each volume. This is The Stripper and Spies. 2 discs in here. Jerry Goldsmith's Christus Apollo, text by Ray Bradbury, narrated by Anthony Hopkins, mezzo-soprano. I don't know how to say that first name. Last name's James. My only complaint to this is that the input for Anthony Hopkins is very low, and you have to really turn it up. But this is a beautiful piece. All right, this is like a wild card. This is TV Omnibus, Volume 1, 1962 to 1976. This has got, I bought this for John Williams music, but it's got some old Goldsmith stuff on here. What was the Goldsmith stuff? It's got The 11th Hour by John Williams. Where is it so hard to read? Because there's a glare. All right, I can't read from the glare, but this is a pretty neat set. One of several copies of the Blue Max. And if you have not listened to this score, I don't know if you can call yourself a Goldsmith fan. Lionheart, the Versera band release, it came out, was it last spring or summer, I think? The expanded Air Force One, which is Sir Ian's favorite film score, I think. The Red Pony, this is the remake of the film. The original one was scored by Aaron Copland. Here's another Goldsmith at 20th Century Fox. This is Volume 2, The Detective and the Flim Flam Man. Yeah, 50% might have broken my rule. Yeah, probably did. But it's in here. I included it. Everyone seems to love Legend. The Challenge. This is like samurai movie music. That's how I would describe it. It's haven't seen the film. I love the score. The Stripper and its own thing with the Traveling Executioner. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks. But I have no idea how much music was to that film score. Expanded release for the Explorers. I was chasing after this for the longest time. And if you just buy it outright, people want crazy amounts of money. But it was on an auction, and I was like, you know what? Just put it in my max bid, and I got it. I'm happy. I've also got some cassette tape. Night Crossing, which you would think is about vampires, but it's not. But that's an awesome vampire movie. Capricorn 1. Baby, Secret of the Lost Legend, which is like a dinosaur movie. It's got a dinosaur in it. First Night, this is the expanded edition. Never seen the film. Score's okay. I think I've got like 3 copies of this. Extreme Prejudice. This is the new version that just came out from Entrada. Haven't seen the film, know nothing about it. Forever Young, the expanded edition, another one I managed to get off eBay on an auction for a reasonable price. Ghost in the Darkness, the standard. Yes, I know there is an expanded one, and I do need the expanded. But again, people want crazy amounts of money for it. Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, box set from La La Land. Jerry Goldsmith did some work on this, along with Alexander Courage and some other people, like Leif Stevens, who did War of the Worlds. I loved the show as a child. I watched it every Sunday morning. Planet of the Apes box set. I know it's not all Goldsmith, but it's all boxed together, except for the loose one they sent me. 2 of these are Goldsmith. I consider this one title. The score's like bonkers for your eardrums. Looney Tunes, Back in Action, one of Goldsmith's final scores. It's great fun. Great fun to listen to. Gremlins 2, expanded. The Mephisto Waltz and the other. If you have not listened to the Mephisto Waltz, this is the creepiest, scariest film music you'll ever listen to. Makes the Omen look like Bambi. That's my opinion. The List of Adrian Messenger. I think it's a TV movie. Papillon, never seen it. Should I see it? Comment below. The Twilight Zone movie. This, I think there's a bunch of releases of these. This is the Film Score monthly release of Twilight Zone movie. How good is The Wind and the Lion score? It's awesome sauce. Believe it was up for best score that year against Jaws. Of course, Jaws won. It's one of Goldsmith's finest scores. Is The Wind and the Lion. I don't know about the movie. The movie probably doesn't hold up too well. Sean Connery's playing a Middle Eastern person, and Murphy Brown's in it when she was much younger. But the film score, yeah, top-notch Goldsmith. I'll say top 20 Goldsmith. And Big Al says Babylon is a good film. Okay. Along Came a Spider. This is the standard release. Sarah does have an extended release that just came out. 6 Degrees of Separation. I always forget that I have this. Dennis the Menace expanded release. I also have a standard one, but I couldn't find that one either. But I found this one, so I was relieved. Because if I had lost this, I would. I love the score. This is another top 20 Goldsmith for me. Bad Girls, like A Tender Date. This is the standard. I think there's an expanded release for Bad Girls. This one was a bit of a disappointment for me. I'd heard so much about the Sand Pebbles, and I got the 2-disc set from Entrada, and I listened to it. Maybe it just wasn't my day to listen to it, but it wasn't doing it for me. I probably need to give it another listen when I'm in a different mind space. You know, sometimes you get a score and you listen to it and you're just like, I don't know. But then you go back to it later and it's clicking when you go back to it. So I should probably revisit the Sand Pebbles. All right, Rio Chanchos, another Western score. Now, this is probably not the best film in the world, but this is an awesome Goldsmith score to listen to. Mom and Dad Save the World. I would like this remastered and expanded. I'm guessing Versaraban would probably be the ones to do that because they put it out the first time. Another score I would love to see get expanded, Medicine Man. This movie gets a lot of hate, but I thought it was a pretty good movie. I saw it in high school. I enjoyed it. I would like this expanded for Versaraban. If you're listening, expanded. Another copy of Extreme Prejudice. The best of The Twilight Zone. So this has some different episodes on it. It's got three episodes from Goldsmith. The Invaders, Jazz Theme, well, I guess that's just a theme, and then Nervous Man in $4 Room. And the best of the Twilight Zone Volume 2. You know, I think I bought these for Bernard Herrmann, but I think you've got more Goldsmith than they do Herrmann. And no, retro, these probably don't have 50% Goldsmith, but I'm just throwing them in here. The Invaders were so good. The original release of The Russia House. I wore this out on cassette in high school. The expanded version of The Mummy. Expanded Star Trek V. Big Al, I know you're a fan of Star Trek V. I'm a fan of the score. I count this as one. This is the Omen Trilogy box set from Versaraban. Omen 2, Omen 3, Omen 1. I don't know, to me that's like, you know, one title, but it's 3 CDs. This is an import of Mulan complete score. The only way to get it is to get an import. One of the original releases of Legend, this is not complete. Okay, Alex North's 2001, conducted by Jerry Goldsmith, the National Philharmonic Orchestra. So Goldsmith is conducting. And this CD is up for grabs. If someone would like this, because I have another copy of it, let me know, and it could be yours. So I'm putting it right here. The expanded Sum of All Fears. I've enjoyed this a lot more than what I thought I would. La La Land's new version of Star Trek the Motion Picture and La La Land's 3 set for Star Trek the Motion Picture. Which one is better? This one's got more stuff on it. This one sounds really good. This one sounds good too. This one's still available. This one's a lot on eBay. So get both. City Hall, Forgotten Movie, Forgotten Film Score. 3 CD set of Inchon. Did not see the movie. Damnation Alley, science fiction goodness. Jerry Goldsmith. What more do you need? A very pleasant surprise that I don't see how anyone could have followed Bernard Herrmann. But Psycho 2 by Goldsmith, strong score. Warlock. People talk a lot about this. I just wasn't feeling it when I listened to it. I think there's an expanded version of it. I just wasn't feeling it. And I've tried to listen to it a couple times, and it's never really done anything for me. Yeah. Psycho 2, strong score. Yeah. And the film, you know, it doesn't take the route that you think it would take. Star Trek the Motion Picture was kind of long, and it was kind of weird. It's very cerebral. That's a good word for it. Big Al says Damnation Alley rocks. Yes. Score does. I haven't seen the film. Stagecoach and The Loner, Silver Screen Classics. 2 scores on 1 disc. Both Westerns. Star Trek Nemesis. This is the standard release. Total Recall expanded from Versaraban. Another Planet of the Apes. if you collect film scores, I don't see how you don't have multiple copies of some things, like Planet of the Apes. Not Without My Daughter. Who remembers this film? Probably nobody. The score is just weird. Link, I bought it. It was on sale for $5, I think, and I was like, yeah, I'll get it for $5. It's weird. It's just weird. All right, the box set of Masada. This was dropped with Entrada like December, end of November or December last year. There's another Masada in here somewhere, which was my first version. Get this while you can. This is like a monumental Goldsmith endeavor right here. It was a mini-series. He did the first half of the mini-series. Your Goldsmith collection needs Masada. Another copy of the Blue Max. Yes. Yes, Not Without My Daughter was with Sally Field. Yep. Runaway, I believe there's an expanded version of this. This is the standard version. I'm okay with the standard. I say that tonight, and tomorrow Eric Woods is going to like question my manhood for not having the expanded version, and I will probably end up buying it. So, oh, which dog is in the reflection behind me? I have like 8 dogs. So, anyway. Leviathan, I really want an expanded edition of Leviathan. Please, please, please. I know the rights are tied up in like Italy or something like that. Just make this happen. Like tomorrow. Wind in the Lion, 2-disc set. Who put this out? Entrada? Yes, Entrada. Andrew, this is the version you need to get right here. Sleeping with the Enemy. Sleeping with the Enemy again. If someone wants a copy of Sleeping with the Enemy, flag me below and you shall have it. These are the standard releases, not the expanded one. Goldsmith conducts Goldsmith. It's a compilation CD of Goldsmith conducting Goldsmith music. The Secret of Nymph, I believe there's an expanded version of this, but this is the one that I have. Gremlins 2 Standard Edition. Okay. 13th Warrior and Malice. I got these along with something else off eBay as a lot. I think I got like 4 titles at the same time. And I remember this. I saw parts of Malice on like HBO or Cinemax or Showtime. It had Nicole Kidman in it. Okay. 13th Warrior, awesome score. Can we get this expanded, please? And Malice, it was a good listen. I enjoyed it a lot more than what I thought I would. I thought it'd be one of those things, I listen to once and there's that, file it. But I really enjoyed the score. Star Trek Insurrection, this is the standard release. The Shadow, the expanded release for The Shadow. This is one of my favorite Goldsmith scores. Probably one of my favorite movies from the 90s. A Walton's Christmas. This has the theme from the Waltons by Jerry Goldsmith, and that's really like all of it. Okay, anyways, moving on. Basic Instinct, expanded version from Quartet Records. This was re-released last year. I believe it's still available. It's worth picking up. This is one of Goldsmith's personal favorite scores. Studs Lonergan? I don't know. It's just a cute score. Star Trek First Contact standard release. Hatton and Tor. 2 for the price of 1. Rudy. I love this score. This is sentimental beauty right here. Supergirl, I got this off eBay. Did not come with the insert. This is one of those things I'm kind of like, maybe I haven't listened to it on the right day. Maybe that's what I need to do. I'm not sure what day is the right day, but I haven't found that day yet. Goldsmith at 20th Century Fox, Volume 1. This has Von Ryan's Express and the Blue Max, because I always need more Blue Max in my life. And these are great to get. There was a box set. It's called like Goldsmith at 20th Century Fox. Came out several years back. You can find it still in secondary market. People want hundreds and hundreds of dollars for it. Just buy these as they're coming out. It's got more music. They're remastered. And then you don't feel compelled to buy the box set anymore. Retro, are you happy with Basic Instinct on vinyl? I did not get it on vinyl. Do I need to get it on vinyl? Should I get it on vinyl? Do I or should I? My fate is in your hands. So I'm waiting patiently. My original version of Masada. This is out of print. People want a lot of money for it. Get the new one from Entrada. I'm pretty sure it's still available. All right. People hate this movie. It's like a crap 70s movie. It's got an awesome film score, The Swarm. It's about killer bees. I saw this movie, quiet! Saw this movie in 7th grade on a Sunday afternoon in October when they were showing horror movies on the TV. And I'm like, wow, killer bees. I'm so scared of bees. This is just an awesome score. This is, you know, you could give Goldsmith any kind of movie, any kind of crap movie, and he would give you a wonderful film score. Just drop it in your lap. He just made your movie worthwhile. My original version of The Shadow, I've had this since college. Thank you, Retro Reels. He loves The Swarm. Big Al presents, no, I do not have King Solomon's Mines. No, I don't have that. The Edge, I keep forgetting I have this because it's all over my watch list on eBay. I need to remember that I have that. That's the expanded one, by the way. The Entrada release of Alien, I have the original release on cassette tape. And The Last Castle as the last one. This is the standard release. There has been an expanded version. I don't have it. I'll probably end up with it eventually. And that is my Jerry Goldsmith collection, minus the cassette tapes. And the ones that I can't seem to find. Because I don't know where they are. And that annoys me. Any guess as to how many Goldsmith CDs I have? It's more than 50. I got 20 times the amount you have, really? Oh, Innerspace, yeah. Outland. I thought I had Outland. Maybe I don't. Okay. King Solomon's Mine's pretty good. I've got it in my watch list. I've got Innerspace too, but I remember people want lots of money for Innerspace, and it hasn't been a priority yet. I did print off like his scores like off the internet, and I was crossing out what I don't have. There are, I wrote it. Okay. I think there was like 120 titles or works that he's done that I don't have. It's more than 80. It's more than 60. I think I counted like 120 something. Just, you know, I mean, that's counting. I count Planet of the Apes as one. I count the Omen trilogy as one. If it's a CD that's got 2 scores on it, I count that as one. So I guess like spines, I've got like 120. I think it was 22 or 23 spines. But it's more scores because some of these have 2 scores on them, and the Omen has 3. That's 3 films. But yeah, now it's like I've got the list made up. I just need to go through and get the rest of it and just complete Goldsmith like I completed John Williams. So that's kind of like my goal, I guess, for the next. I don't know. I think if I break it up over 2 years, it won't be that big of a deal. You know, if I just do it all within a couple months, yeah, it's going to hurt a lot. But break it up over 2 years, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Where do I keep all these? I keep all the CDs in a very tall dresser over there. I keep the records like there, and over there. So, and the cassette tapes are over there. I do have 2 copies of Norse 2001 conducted by Goldsmith. Do you need a copy? I also have 2 copies of Sleeping with the Enemy if you would like a copy of that. Comment below and I'll put your name on them. Yeah, Patton and Tor, that's a pretty good combo. Yeah. And on one of the compilation CDs, he made them into like a suite. Yes, you need them. Okay. Send me an email and remind me. I'm going to put them right there. And I will try to get them out no later than next week. And now I have 2 less CDs in the house. Well, you shouldn't have to fight your husband for a place to keep your stuff, hey, Al. Husbands should be supportive of their wives with their nerdy stuff. David, shoot me your address again, because whatever email I have from you is like down there, and new stuff's up here. I never had the Ghoulies soundtrack. I'm not much of a horror person. I'm not even sure who did the score for the Ghoulies. But now you got me curious, so I'm going to look it up real fast. If I can remember my password. Or someone knows who did the score for the Ghoulies. 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 Trying to remember what was the first Goldsmith soundtrack I bought. It might have been Total Recall. Richard Band did the score for the Ghoulies. Oh wow! Do they have like a fancy LP for it? Well, that CD cover sure is like got a lot of fuchsia on it. But yeah, Go Team Ghost Planet. I'm not much of a horror person, and I'm probably not much of a B movie person either. Oh, Shirley Walker had some work done it too. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think maybe Total Recall was my first Goldsmith soundtrack that I bought. That would have been in high school. Probably Total Recall on cassette, but I'm not sure. But I thought I had more. I was a little disappointed, but grab the original vinyl of Innerspace. Okay, I'm going to look that up right now. Why do you suggest the original vinyl for Innerspace? Just curious. Is that score, or does it also have songs on it? And has Mondo done a release for Innerspace? Well, that's very affordable. $8, $10, $15. This looks like a Mondo release for Innerspace. Songs and score. Okay. Well, that's good connections. Yeah, I think that's what Retro was saying. It's got a half songs, half score. You know, I've never seen Innerspace. I've seen bits and pieces on TV, but I've never sat down and watched the film. Yeah, I mean, $15. That's an easy buy. Yeah, I'll pick that up. Definitely. Thank you for the suggestion. Wow. Limited edition Twilight Saga double LP set. $313.13. One bid. Someone is paying that. Yeah. Wow. I would not pay $313 for Twilight Saga double LP set. That's almost what I just paid for Lord of the Rings Return of the King LP. Wow. I wonder if anyone else is going to bid on this. It's got 3 minutes to go. That's crazy. Who would have thought that would go for that? Not me, that's for sure. Okay, Retro says I got to watch Innerspace first. Okay, I'll do that. Well, that is my Goldsmith assortment. Y'all think I need to make a run and get the complete works of Jerry Goldsmith, everything that's been released? Should I go ahead and track it down and get it? I probably am. I'm just saying, I printed everything off and I'm like at least halfway there. Might as well just finish knocking it out. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the showcase. Sir Ian, I think, did a much fancier job with his video. He had pictures of everything with voiceover. I'm not that complicated yet with YouTube. And if y'all have not subscribed to Sir Ian, look up Ian Clark, IAN space CLARK. He's doing some great content that he's hitting out of the park. Next week will be the Star Wars challenge that I will have to answer that he has thrown out today. So, okay, so yes, get all Jerry Goldsmith, get all Jerry Goldsmith. Okay, so okay, y'all convinced me. That was so hard to convince me. I will devote like the next 2 years of my life and several paychecks to acquiring all of Jerry Goldsmith. Yeah, you know, David, you're free to do the Star Wars challenge too. We'd love to see what you have to say. And wow, this Twilight record is going for $313 and $16 shipping. Wow. Wow. Okay. I hope someone's happy with it. I'm glad they like it and they enjoy it. Now I need to put all these up, but I will do that tomorrow, maybe. And watch all the films. That's take a really long time. Doing a rewatch Wednesday, yes. Tomorrow, hopefully, Eric Woods will give me an answer on if we're doing Commando or Predator this week, because I told him it was up to him which one he wanted to do first. So hopefully I'll have an answer tomorrow on the Batman show. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Check out the Batman show tomorrow at 1:30 Central Standard Time with Eric Woods, myself, and Sir Ian. A rewatch is coming Wednesday night. It will be an Arnold movie. I'm not sure which one yet. I'm still waiting on a reply from Eric Woods. Star Wars Challenge next Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Adopt, don't shop. Keep listening to great film music. And we'll see you next time. Go listen to some Jerry Goldsmith. And I challenge all of you to show off your Jerry Goldsmith collection. Retro, I want to see your Jerry Goldsmith video within the next month. I know you're busy. You got all your other awesome videos. Put one out. Do it for the team. Take care, everybody.